sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, it's like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. I'm sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, it's like the hell in the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent, a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on your cheetah, one up and I'm there in the scene. I'm just like Vegeta Prince and I'm the heir to the seat. I mean, for real. That's the driving sauce, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a man. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking us, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, it's like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, it's like the hell in the clock. Chill out the hands of the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down by Brandon Copeland.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter
But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
33 yards on the play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Where are the lines?
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
A gain of a yard.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points.
What the hell?
Off the board. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because the defense got it. They were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That one complete, Talia. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing. Chris Jones on to punt for the
So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And the Cowboys have recovered. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
It's now
the offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Elliott. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. It's complete. James White. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
2-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Just
25 yards, and the Patriots are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Muscles him off. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 30.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, Michelle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's good.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Newton. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michelle to get things started. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Michelle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's got White here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And Newton's going to keep it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. It's caught. This is White. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Results
certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Now a first down carry, it's Michel. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be caught at about the 6. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. And they will run it with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Devin McCourty brings him down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Elliott. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Cowboys 21. Patriots.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground, Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
47-yard line.
Now it's Newton. Complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
They'll look to throw. That one good for 3rd. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be what he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Newton to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line. Tonight's final score, Cowboys.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.
Come on. Fix your game, man.
For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.
could get lines this game.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Herbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle or bring your tight end over there. Either way.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 44 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Chargers 0.
This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Joe Reed on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. You got to step up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, hey, hey.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. But right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That's good.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Newton. Here's Sanu on the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the gun, Newton. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Intended for number 28. Incomplete.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
26-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here we go. Right there. 54, right?
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's got Allen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Time ball.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made just
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Newton, slant route, caught by Edelman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Good. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Michelle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
the tackle by...
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 27.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
8-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The 1st half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. again. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Herbert throwing again. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game.
All right.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Make them throw a flag. Let's come through stunning. Call me for the hole, then I'm running. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline. A flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons. I just made a play. In the red zone. Going strong. Watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock. Just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks. That's a whole field. He don't want no championship. Get him out of here. I just got a set like I run a just like a quarterback. Running out the block. That I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the stand-ups. Like Michael V in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water,
Big time.
Black Bridgewater, Lamar Jackson high.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete to
Julio Jones. 65 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at
the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, he'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The kick.
And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan, a slant to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Atlanta.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Play action. Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Julio Jones. Touchdown.
Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. A big pickup of 38. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, Ryan.
At the 20.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30.
And the Falcon 1st down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing again, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
That is caught inside the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have broken our tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
box at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to
4 yards remain for second down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete to White. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. It's complete. James White. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Newton throwing again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well, Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Ground and incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
For the field goal. A 27-yard.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with Michel on the ground, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30.
Here's 2nd and 9. Another carry now for Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Switch to the PB.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got White here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The 44-yard.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one,
are you kidding me?
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
Just stops on a dime and falls back.
At the 29-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Newton. He's got Sanu. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good. That gain on third down, good for 28. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
The ball
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Down by DeMonte.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Justin Warwasser.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. 146, boy.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Ryan on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second and 7, operating from the 34. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Falcons.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Gurley. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip.
Almost got the comeback.
About who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.
Chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up yet. Robin Hood, yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go when I'm alone? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry, Dalvin Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Complete.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 5. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Essentially isn't
They
long.
did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook.
I was saying, yeah, you can use the TV.
Right near the 35-yard
As long as you got
line.
HDMI
17 yards, 1st down Vikings.
1st and 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because,
you
Brandon,
monitor.
when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Can you hear me now?
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed,
sound
and
this
they
game
really
is pretty
needed
damn
that
loud.
one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, Cook, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he will not be able to complete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Field goal.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Kick the ball.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that will put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
That's the AFK.
Going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Michelle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
At the 45-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. From the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. Can fire. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football.
What's going on?
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this will go as a gain of 7.
See if that's any better.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Cook. he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They run again on first down. Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
That's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Remain on 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns.
Get rid of that.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now Cousins.
Really, why did that set him to that?
He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need to rush, almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there.
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
You'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Now the gun, Newton. And an incomplete pass. I'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. For a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Over on down.
First down. Here's Cousins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He may try and run for this. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he finds Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Aurora has it, the tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins steps away to his left. This will be caught.
How do you run right by the person that hits me?
Score! Touchdown! Vikings! C.J. Ham as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Newton on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A final shot before the break. Newton eluding the pressure right. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll hand this to Michelle to get things started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Get that to Michelle, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground is Michel. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Vikings 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
8-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Working with a 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This guy doesn't know how to speed up the clock without sitting around. It's ridiculous.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Pick that.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired
this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. But the recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Yeah. Getting any luck tonight.
We've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Cook following the penalty, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their
channel. Yeah, it's just already making me mad.
loss.
Yo.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
80 yards to tie it up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt, and now it's
assuming you can hear me.
tie the game on this possession. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Yo, can you hear me? Testing 1, 2.
Backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Jump the line.
I can't hear you. You can't hear me.
Following the penalty, Michelle. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Harris on the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Justin Rohrwasser.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ball carrier. Dante Hightower on the stop. It's a gain of 4.
Cousins.
Brings up 3rd and
Reach
6.
for it, man.
Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
after the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yard line.
Now it's Newton.
No.
And this is going to be intercepted.
No. Oh my God! Why did?
It's going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Just lost the damn
Play
game.
there on the catch and run, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Can you hear me? Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Awful. Yo, you hear me?
Yo, yo.
Can't hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Testing. Testing 1 2. Testing.
So
Yo,
1 2.
can you hear
yo,
me?
Yo, Yep. Can you hear me?
All right, yeah, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. What up? How's the game?
It's frustrating.
Mm.
Just blew it.
It
Made
is
a big
Madden.
stop and with 10 seconds left after I had to come back to score the game. I had to literally score 13 points or something like that to come back and tie it up and then
So that'll do it for us.
stop
For
them. And
Charles
I got like
Davis
13
and all our
seconds and I
crew,
tried to be
I'm
slick
Brandon
and throw a
Gaudin.
pick.
You've been watching the
Put some right in
NFL
field goal range to win the
on EA
game.
Sports.
Oh,
It's a win
shit.
for the Vikings as we say so long from
That
Minneapolis.
sucks. How many games have you played so far?
I think I'm 3-4 now.
Yeah.
I was 3-1, but I've lost all. I've lost every game today. Close ones.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back.
4-4.
I'm back. So how did you get the game? Did you do the trial deal on the EA thing?
No, I got the EA Pro thing for the year.
Oh, okay. So you just did the which is like what?
I was gonna buy
$25?
No, for the year $99.
Really?
But the game itself is $60. So it was like if I paid 30 more.
Hold on. Play Madden before launch. Get exclusive. Join now.
You can get the other
Origin.
one. You can get the basic one, but you only can play the game for 10 hours.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Join Pro today.
Because FIFA's coming out next month, so I figured I'm going to probably buy the new FIFA. And if I buy both games, it's going to be $120, so I might as well just get this for the year. Get access to all the games, and then I get to play them early. Because this game, Madden, doesn't come out till Friday.
Oh, really? Let's see here. Okay, it says Play Pro monthly. But because I see. Both plans include. So you could play for 3 months and spend less. I mean, obviously you envision yourself continually playing Madden.
What do you mean by paying the monthly? I don't even know how you pay the monthly. It didn't even give me an option.
Yeah, it says, hold on. So play new releases up to 10 days before launch, up to 10 hours.
10 hours, yeah. And
Yeah,
the other one's unlimited.
Yeah, it says the $4.99 a month or $29.99 a year, which is up to 10 hours. But you could do the unlimited. You could do $14.99 a month or $99.99 a year. So I'm assuming you get in a contract.
Yeah, well, I just did the 99. It's 99 for the year, and then I'm just, if I don't want to do it next year, I'll just cancel it before the end of the year. Because typically after football season, I'm done with Madden.
Yeah, I'm going to read the contract real quick. So if I do...
The main reason I did it, like I said, was I plan on getting a new FIFA. So if I would have bought both games separately, it would have cost me $120.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to understand how, if I do, because right now I see both. I could do the 99 or the $14.99. I could play Pro monthly or play Pro annually.
Yeah, I didn't. When I went to check out, I didn't see an annually, but I wasn't gonna.
You didn't see a monthly, you mean?
Yeah, it didn't give me the option. I'm sure you can, but to me, that wasn't gonna be really worth it because I'm gonna get FIFA
because you're gonna keep playing.
Play Madden for more than 3 months.
Exactly. So I bet that's like.
You might as well buy the game if you're gonna do that.
That's 30.
Because then you own the game at a little bit more for.
Yeah.
60. My whole thing was I want to get FIFA this year. It looks sick, and I haven't got it since 18. So, and typically these type of games, you always buy the new one the next year if you're going to continue to play it. So, if I'm going to drop 60 on Madden, I could spend 30 more, or whatever, 39 more.
How do you like it so far?
I like it. I gotta just get used to my team because no more Brady. Cam Newton's ass cheeks in this game. He should be way better by the time the season starts when they do the roster updates. No way he's 78 rating. This is a former MVP who was basically coming off an injury, and they steal him with the 78 rating.
Yeah, I gotta
but
download.
My running is
Origin
good.
again.
I just gotta.
Does it feel good? Does it?
Yeah, it feels nice. It's just got to get used to. I'm just trying to find playbook because I'm used to my same playbook with Brady, but with Cam because he's he can run. He's got some speed, so I'd like to integrate some running plays with my quarterback. But the Patriots have zero. They haven't updated the playbook for the Patriots, being now that they have a new quarterback. Because I know for sure he's going to be running this year.
I gotcha.
So I tried like switching up playbooks. I tried using Baltimore's because they got Lamar Jackson and heavy run quarterback. But
what's the reason why they canceled the basketball games? They postponed them or something. Yeah.
Oh, to boycott because of the whole incident of the shooting of the guy who got shot 7 times in the back.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
it's not funny, but just you put it that way, it's harsh. It's like
I
shit.
mean, that's what happened. I mean, it's pretty shitty, but I mean, I don't get all that, but
No,
like,
I hear you.
They're not going to do anything except for just play tomorrow instead. But
well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it should be a separate thing. I mean,
if they really want to do, they definitely need to be a separate thing. I mean, you can use your platform too to continue, posting your messages. I mean, their jerseys all have the statements on the back, whatever one they choose. But if you really want to do something, go out there in your community, go to your government buildings, and be there all off season and not in Bali or somewhere else. Like go there and use your your money, your resources.
Exactly. Especially them, because they got millions and millions of dollars. They don't have to.
It's like whoever is like in charge of all of this Hollywood show, they're definitely bringing in athletes, especially LeBron. With the following he has, I mean, he just jumps to Twitter fingers right away before assessing a situation.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was like today, Cap posted out like, "Fuck this, there's something justice. I need or." I forgot what he said. It was just
it's one thing.
It's like it gets the people going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not guilty of that, but I try to keep somewhat of an open mind to the whole thing. But at the same time, I'm always going to criticize that.
Social media should be like banned for a little bit.
Social media.
Like everybody just needs to figure shit out through the newspaper or something. Like they gotta wait for it to be delivered.
I'm not gonna deny
let it process.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean, it's like I put a quote.
Fuck this, man. We demand change. Sick of it.
I just added a new quote to my quotes galore in my post every single time, and it's if you what are you going to use free speech for if you're not going to criticize your government? So what's the point, right? I mean, and there's a point if you're going to criticize your government, but I mean, figure out the problem. Trump isn't your problem. This problem's been with us for a very long time, and they want to blame it's racism when it's just a system of policing.
It's an easy card to play for the people in charge because they know it's going to be sensitive and get everybody going, divide people.
White people have been gunned down by cops too. I'm just saying. I mean, it happens to whites, it happens to black people, it happens to Spanish people. Unfortunately, right now, when it comes to, I mean, that's the first thing people do in these particular areas now. They bust out as soon as cops show up. They bust out cameras, so they're just waiting to
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. And off we go from Las Vegas. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Return to net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
He's tackled at the 29.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Aguilar has it. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. It's caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 26 yards. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
His kick is good.
makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Raiders 7. Patriots.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nicholas Morrow on.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The shotgun snap for Newton. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Carl Nassib, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Then trial here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cam Newton.
So this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Offense set to get this drive started. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his rhetorical skills were on point.
They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
No gain
The
on
defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 23. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards there. 1st down, Las Vegas. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Raiders 7.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Richard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Richard on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. Flush to his right. He can run it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult for themselves on this drive. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now they'll throw with Carr. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the gun, it's Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Raiders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
No gain on the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 31-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Incomplete. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On 1st down, Carr. And a slam home by Ruggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Number 30, Jalen.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, I don't think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Richard. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards the gain there. 1st down, Vegas.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Looking for Allen, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. It's complete. James White. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Newton.
Y'all, we'll get up early tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. Back at it again. Thanks for coming by.